Welcome back. Back with another banger. It's the React Files, where we react
to the creepiest, craziest, scariest TikToks. You should watch along.
I hope you're having a good night. And if you haven't already, please take a second just to smash that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, just to make sure the algorithm knows what's up. So let's get straight to it.
Something really strange going on here, and if something ends up happening to me, I just hope that this video can maybe explain it. Okay, so I have these two mirrors in my room. As you can see, they're pretty normal looking mirrors, but I was cleaning and I had them kind of set up like this, and I noticed something really weird. Just watch. See, when you look through the mirror into the other one, it becomes like a window. And there's this huge warehouse, grocery store or something down there. But wait, it gets even crazier. Watch this. Wait out for the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. What the hell? What is this place? Hello? How far does it go? Oh shit.
Hey, could you imagine? Yeah, you can see her portal led her to the back rooms.
There's another paranormal in my house last night. My mom just had these mirrors cleaned. The cleaners were just in here. And she woke up and she's like, "Did you do this on my mirror?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? Look at this fucking handprint. This thing is like twice as big as my hand and it's all spindly. It's fucking so creepy." There's another one on this side, but you can't see it as good. How creepy is that?
Look at this.
Oh my god.
How does the mirror know that that's there?
You know I gotta try this shit. What the How? How?
So I'm thinking it's maybe the camera lens in the phone. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below what you think.
Let's just talk about mirrors real quick. Don't get caught up looking at yourself too long in the mirror. Keep it moving. Look at your shirt, look at the hair, make sure everything's straight, and get up out of there. If you lock yourself into a mirror, you staring your own eyes for a long period of time in the mirror. That is not you. That's the other being on the side of that mirror mimicking you. This is a powerful thing that must be known and understood completely. When you are looking at yourself in the mirror for too long, you are looking at a fallen entity mimicking you on the other side of the mirror. They always have a mirror everywhere you go. In houses, like everywhere, you always see a mirror. Beings can enter into your home as well, and into your aura field through the mirror. Our ancestors really didn't want nothing to do with mirrors for real. The mirror is a holographic realm of yourself, honestly. That's why when you look at yourself too long in the mirror, you get down, you start looking at yourself like, damn, I wish I had more muscle, I wish my hair was longer. You know what I'm saying? You start doubting yourself and try to be like somebody that you're not. This video was kind of all over the place, but y'all take care of yourself. I love y'all, peace.
So, I just found out something that's very creepy at my new apartment. It's pretty weird. Check it out. So look. I'm looking at the mirror. Looking at the mirror. Tell me you didn't see a delay. My kids keep saying that they see the mirror a little slower. It's kind of creeping me out.
Look closely.
creepy. Never heard of anything like this. And here's the even scarier part. Like, if we look at the shadows, like, check this out. So that the light is right there. And we do a shadow. Well, the shadow thing is not working right now, but never mind, the shadow thing's not working. Our shadows are usually off at this place too.
Hello to see more.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see anything. It just sounded like he had a lot going on. But I can't front. I've been hearing about these mirror portals lately. So he might be onto something. With the reflection from the TV straight into the mirror. Gotta look more into that.
It's true. And I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they moved, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern. And so, I think that people still take seriously trying to investigate and figure out what that is.
Imagine a technology that can do 600 to 700 G-forces, that can fly at 13,000 miles an hour, that it can evade radar, and that can fly through air and water and possibly space. And, oh, by the way, has no obvious signs of propulsion, no wings, no control surfaces, and yet still can defy the natural effects of Earth's gravity. That's precisely what we're seeing.
So what you're telling me is that UFOs, unidentified flying objects, are real.
Bill, I think we're beyond that already. The government has already stated for the record that they're real. I'm not telling you that. The United States government is telling you that. The mission of ATIP was quite simple. It was to collect and analyze information involving anomalous aerial vehicles. What I guess in the vernacular you call them UFOs. We call them UAPs.
You know how this sounds. It sounds nutty, wacky.
Look, Bill, I'm not telling you that it doesn't sound wacky. What I'm telling you is real. The question is, what is it? What are its intentions? What are its capabilities?
What you've seen is what those Navy pilots saw in 2004, and there have been some 300 sightings since then. And I've talked to those pilots, and they know they saw something, and their radar's locked onto it. And then all of a sudden it was here on the surface, and then it's there. And they don't know what it is, and we don't know what it is. We hope it's not an adversary here on Earth that has that kind of technology. But it's something. And so this is a mission that we're constantly looking. Who is out there? Who are we? How did we get here? How did we become as we are? How did we develop? How did we civilize? And are those same conditions out there in a universe that has billions of other suns in billions of other galaxies? It's so large, I can't consider.
Yeah, if there was someone who would know about it, it would definitely be a former U.S. president. Like the other man said, hey, we're past if they're real. Now we're at where are their intentions.
So I was driving down to my house and I look over to the left of the bridge and I see the huge thing, this huge mothership that is always behind the sun, right? And then again, around this time, what they do is they bring the planes out and try to obfuscate the view. As you can see, there's another light source to the right of the sun that's creating the rainbow effect, letting us know that there is another dome there. Okay, you see that? And this is what they try to obfuscate. And there's always one on the other side of it too. This is what they call the three wise men, the three kings, the three sons. And they're trying to stop us from seeing this. And even when you look at the sun back here, there's another sun behind it, right? There's another sun behind it. But my people, this thing is getting closer and closer every single day. It is a constant battle with the sun just to shine on us. Imagine this happening to you. Literally being poisoned every single day. You don't even know what we're breathing, y'all. This is the sun's life. The sun gets poisoned every single day and nobody bats an eye. This is the very entity that brings us life, y'all. It gets poisoned every single day. So again, let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this.
Yeah, I'm just now learning about these three kings in the sky. It did look like there was another sun over there by the rainbow.
When will this planet come back?
It's here.
It's already in the area.
Oh yes, right now it's in conjunction. It is behind the sun. It's coming up. It came up in the direction towards the sun's, say, 7:30 position.
Okay.
Now, when it comes out from behind, it'll be around the 1:30 position. And
will we be able to see it then?
Yeah. And when we see it, if you're not prepared, I mean, frankly, when we do see it, people are going to be standing out in the street. They're going to be pointing up at the sky.
You'll be able to see it like that?
Oh yeah, you're going to see it. It's a melancholia scenario.
That kind of goes along the lines of what Conscious Juice was talking about.
Flat earthers are not going to like this one. Have you heard of the Book of Enoch? It's one of the Apocrypha books that was left out of the Bible. It has always been up for debate on whether or not it should have been removed, and if it was removed in order to hide some critical information from us. In the text, it describes these beings that came from heaven to earth and taught humans how to build, make weapons, even use and create technology. These beings took Enoch beyond Earth's atmosphere and showed him the Earth from the perspective of space. But here is the messy part. The description of what Enoch saw when he looked at the Earth does not literally state its shape. So some people believe that he is describing a ball or sphere, while others claim that it's describing a flat plane. Look at these passages and determine for yourself. Now, the only Bible that still has the Book of Enoch in it is the Ethiopian Bible. And we know Ethiopia is one of the few countries that don't follow the masses. They follow the original 13-month calendar and have refused to change it, as did the rest of the world. Why have they decided to do this? And could this mean this book truly does belong in the Bible?
Buzz Aldrin saw the devil himself in Antarctica. Listen closely, it's terrifying. In 2016, a satellite captured an image of what experts believe to be a massive pyramid in Antarctica. Now, if it indeed was a pyramid, it would be the largest pyramid ever found on Earth, bigger than the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is about 230 meters wide. This pyramid in Antarctica would be 2,000 meters wide. Apparently, in 2016, Buzz Aldrin and his team assembled and went to Antarctica to explore and verify this colossal pyramid. They wanted to see it for themselves, but this is where it gets crazy. During the expedition, Buzz Aldrin had a heart attack. He was hospitalized for days, but when he fully recovered and left the hospital, he tweeted something strange but quickly deleted it. It said, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself." What is he talking about? Because I don't want to find out. Someone close to Buzz said they spoke with him and he said this. Buzz said one thing, and he just said, "We thought out things we shouldn't implement." What do you mean by that? What did they find? Buzz Aldrin also shared several chilling photos.
I wonder what he found.
Let's look at the photo. You say that's me? Okay, check out the name badge. It says Aldrin. Looks like you're right. But notice the helmet. Can you see my face? No. This is a secret I've been keeping for almost half a century. On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong and I pulled off humanity's first extraterrestrial prank.
What was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest? It didn't happen. It could have been scary. That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going. Money is a good thing. If you want to buy new things, new rockets, instead of keep doing the same thing over, then it's going to cost more money. And other things need more money too. So having achieved what the president wanted us to do, and then what thousands, millions of people in America, and millions of people around the world. You know, when we toured around the world after we came back, the most fascinating observation was signs that said, we did it. Not just us, not just America, but we, the world, different countries. They felt like they were part of what we were able to do. And that made us feel very good.
I've watched this video now more than a dozen times, and it's new UAP videos just like that one that are leading to more questions, not just from the skeptics, but also from the UFO community.
The skeptical theories doing the rounds are that this is either a bunch of balloons somehow tangled up and drifting in the wind, or that it's a smudge of dirt on perhaps the lens. Look, again, the Department of Defense could clear that up in a heartbeat by releasing what they know about this. And the other side of it is, of course, if we do see this footage of the object entering and then exiting from the water and accelerating, again, that would, if you'll excuse the pun, blow the skeptical theories out of the water.
We have reached out to the Pentagon to verify the authenticity of this video. We are still waiting to hear back.
Sounds like to me they need to speak up and address the situation.
This is the result of some work I did on the jellyfish UFO. I used editing tools to sharpen and clarify the images, colorized them using an artificial intelligence, and removed blur. The artificial intelligence used did not add any objects to the images. These are the before and after pictures for you to compare. I grabbed the images from the original video.
So today we're going to talk about all these antennas. Now what's interesting is this is the 1890s Los Angeles, right? And look at all those antennas. You think they were gathering lightning? Doesn't make any sense, because then the whole place would burn down, but they're all over the place. Now what's interesting is you see this design all over the world, and even Harvard is asking, what is in these and what do they do? Could they be brass balls with mercury in them? Then we look at some other designs and we see that there's usually an antenna on top with some mercury below it, some copper, granite and quartz, and these were actually energy generators. Sounds almost like they were getting free energy. Maybe that's why they also removed all the pipe organs as well. And if we take it a step further, we can see this one, same thing, antenna at the top, mercury cell below, harmonizer, frequency, and energy storage. Almost like one big battery that's gathering energy the entire time and then providing everybody with free electricity. Then if we take it one step further and we look at mercury right here, and you put it in front of a voltmeter, and you begin to spin it, you create voltage. It's almost like those were brass balls filled with mercury that would somehow cause a spin, which would result in electric. Now, if you take copper and do the exact same thing, you don't get any voltage. But the mercury, you get voltage. Something to think about.
Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. I didn't know mercury was so powerful.
Do you have one conspiracy theory that you believe?
Nah, certain famous people don't die. They just choose to live a normal life somewhere else.
Like they fake their deaths?
Yeah, exactly.
Who do you think has faked their deaths?
Tupac.
Tupac somewhere out in the beach out there?
Yes, because, I don't know, there's a lot of evidence as well.
There's evidence?
Yeah, I've seen TikTok videos like...
It feels like everyone is learning off TikTok nowadays.
Tupac's assassination was a political assassination. It was not due to the gang situation at all. At the time of his death, he was working to politicize the Crips and the Bloods in LA. Tupac was a threat. The #1 selling rapper in the world is a revolutionary. They could not allow that. After he split from Death Row, Tupac was on his way to do some revolutionary things, so they cut him down before he could grow.
I definitely agree with Dr. Umar on that one. I think he makes a great point. Dr. Umar always has an interesting take on a situation.
Previous uploads. I do not have any hard evidence to back up these claims, but I do still think they should be brought into consideration. Today, let's talk about LAPD. You know, the trustworthy organization who was always honest and helpful towards the black community. Well, they offered a detective who was brought in to carry on the propaganda story of Tupac's alleged murder and to put your mind at rest by telling you he is in fact dead and that the case is in fact solved. This, however, is all simply just propaganda. Greg Kading is a government plant. He was employed to spread these stories of manipulation. Ever hear of Detective Russell Poole? You might know him as the crazy conspiracy theorist detective, as seen in the many very profitable TV shows and movies that back up their propaganda bullshit. Well, he was the detective who was about to lift off the lid to the entire scandal between the Biggie Smalls and Tupac murder. Well, conveniently enough, he passed away just as he was about to unfold the entire thing, exposing the truth. He was labeled insane so that you wouldn't believe his story, and was ultimately whacked and replaced with Greg. Government plant Kading to give you a more straightforward, easy-to-hear answer, blaming a dead man who conveniently fits their script. Anyone with any real information is killed quickly. Anyone who backs up their propaganda is treated with royalty. I mean, how many detectives really go on to getting a book published, a television series with a producer credit, and even awards for explaining how the case is solved? And remember, I never once said Tupac was still alive. It must have been you.
Yo, those are some gems to think about. You know, we saw all them shows, all the interviews, you know? But then when you just sit back and think about it, it's like,
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in?
Let's talk about all the strange coincidences that surrounds Tupac's murder and the things that just do not add up. We are told to believe deceased Southside Crip member Orlando Anderson shot and killed Tupac Shakur. But what if it was all a fabricated story? During my time in Las Vegas, I was able to snap a few pictures of the very car we're told to believe Tupac was shot in. Upon examining both pictures, I noticed one major strange coincidence. The car in the showroom had no key in its ignition. But neither did the picture we see of Tupac before his alleged murder. Was the picture staged to make us believe the events that followed actually happened, or is what I am about to explain to you all one major coincidence? Follow for part 2.
Of course, no list of celebrity death conspiracies would be complete without mentioning the death of beloved West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur. The established police narrative would have us believe that the man who made music about gang members killing each other was killed by a member of a rival gang. But some internet sleuths are just too observant and diligent to believe such a convenient excuse. Several outlandish conspiracy theories concerning Tupac's death have been popularized since 1996, but one particular claim involving communist revolutionaries and state-sanctioned doppelgangers definitely takes the cake. Rumors alleging that Tupac was still among the living sprang up right after his death, partly due to the fact that his body was swiftly cremated almost immediately after an autopsy was supposedly performed. Then, in December 2019, a man named Michael Nice published a video to YouTube in which he claimed to have faked his own death a year earlier and wanted to expose how Tupac had supposedly done the same. Claiming to have been Pac's bodyguard in the 90s, Nice said that he had to fake his own death because he was on the verge of releasing information that would prove that Tupac is still alive, and the shadowy figures behind the scenes were not happy about it in the slightest.
Yeah, we gotta look into that Michael Nice guy. That's the first time I'm hearing about it. This conspiracy just gets thicker and thicker.
If you rearrange the letters of Tupac's final album released under the name Machiavelli, you get a secret message. It says, K on the 7th you think I'm dead. I am really alive. Tupac was shot on September 7th, 1996. He spent 7 days in hospital, eventually dying on Friday the 13th. His time of death was 4:03 p.m. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Tupac was 25 years old when he died. 2 plus 5 equals 7. In the Toss It Up music video, Tupac smashes a mirror with a bat. That's 7 years bad luck. The video for I Ain't Mad At Ya foretold his death. It's track number 13 on his final album as Tupac, which was released exactly 7 months to the day before he died. Since his apparent death, Tupac has released 7 posthumous albums. Some people believed he would return after 7 years, but they are still waiting.
Yo, that's that Soul Train, rearrange the letters. I never knew it was equivalent to that. Yo, that's my first time seeing that. A lot of the other numbers I knew. But man, I ain't know Iron Manager was the 13th track. And he died on the 13th, Friday the 13th at that. Crazy.
Watch the hand. That's a Westner. They have stolen the stones already and will go to any length to buy off the greedy leaders, at the expense of the poor, to keep harvesting more. Unity is what we need in Africa. Without unity, we will never be free from slavery.
Hey, either that was vibranium or that's the world's greatest hack. Because electricity from a rock, I could never imagine that. Let me know in the comments down below. Tell me if you've seen some stuff like this before. So I've seen it from trees. You can check back in my videos from last month. But rock, that's some next level. I gotta look into it. What kind of rock was that? I need it.
A juicy, sizzling steak made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef, Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new, but unlike the soy-based crumbles that mimic ground beef, Redefined Meat's product is designed to act, taste, and cut like flank steak.
This is the holy grail of alternative meat.
But the most important part, how does it taste? This diner was happy.
The texture feels right. Even the smell smells like the real thing. Really authentic for meat. Revolution.
Yeah, it sounds to me as if she was selling it. Like she got a cut of the profits or something. But no, I get it. It's mostly soy, chickpeas, but no, it might as well be a vegetarian. That's the case. What y'all think about this AI 3D food? Y'all down to try it? Y'all into this? He wants to be the main distributor of AI processed meat instead of killing animals. Well, I guess you could say it's noble. I mean, I'll just eat fruit.
So people always want to know, is Pac dead? Is Pac alive? I'm the wrong motherfucker to ask. But I tell you this, if you try to find a person who cremated Tupac, after he supposed to cremated Tupac, he retired and vanished into the sun, into the sunset, into the darkness. Well, after if you really look at it, could Pac done all those songs? Sort of mathematically impossible. So answer your own question. Is he here, is he there? But at the same time, that was my little brother. His code name was Machiavelli, like mine is Simon. And if you know the story of Machiavelli, he faked his own death. But at the same time, you know, they wanted to put Pac back in prison. And Pac would fake his own death and disappear before he go back to prison. So shit, you answer that. Do you still hear him? Do you still see him? I'm quite sure you do. But once again, I ain't into telling it, so you never know.
And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed tonight's rabbit hole. And if you haven't already, please take a second just to smash that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell just to make sure the algorithm knows what's up. So what we gonna do, y'all? That's right. Run these numbers up. Thanks again. Until next time.